Hi guys, I wanted to boot camps that I'm planning on doing in the year 2017 till March of 2018. I received a lot of emails from a lot of guys asking a bunch of different questions. So what I've done is I've done a small little video explaining what the whole program is all about, what you'll be eligible to take, and what are the different things that the program comes with as the perks of the program, and whatever the limitations of the programs are. So let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick. I'll make it short so that you understand what the whole program is all about. So it's an annual program that basically covers any of my boot camps that I conduct for the entire year in 2017 as well as till March of 2018. The different boot camps that I am covering currently are CCI Route Switch, CCI Security, CCI Service Provider, CCI Data Center, and the CCDE program. My focus on the different bootcamp courses that I do is basically to teach you guys the technologies that are covered in that particular vertical. So for example, when you go through the CCI route switch, I will cover all the different technologies, not just from the theory perspective, but also from the practical implementation perspective. In the route switch class, I'll cover things like your IGPs, RIP, EIGRP, OSPF. I'll cover your multicast routing, BGP, MPLS VPN, DMVPN in terms of security, part of the route switch. Similarly, I'll show you, come up in a bit, I'll have a slide that's specifically about the different technologies that are covered. So in the program, basically for the entire year, any bootcamp that I do, any course that I do on CCI route switch, security, service provider, data center, or the CCD is all covered. These courses are not recorded courses. They're live courses where you have it's basically completely interactive between the student and me. All the courses will be covered by me. These are not recorded sessions. Having said that, when you take the class, you have the ability to go in and actually record the course as it's going on. So you can always revisit the actual recording of the class, or for that matter, let's say you miss a class. I'll be recording on my side and I can make that video available to you guys. So this is what the program is all about. And basically what I want to do is by the end of the course, by the end of the year, you should be well versed with all the different technologies that come under all these different tracks. So in terms of the first question, I made a bunch of different frequently asked questions type of thing that I've been getting in the emails. The first question that I have is, are these classes live or recorded? I just answered that question. All the classes are live, online classes. They're all online. They are conducted by me. They're not recorded classes, but you do have the ability to record the live class. So you can have access to the live class, or you can go through the material even after the class is ended. Or for that matter, if you miss a class, I'll be recording it and giving it to you guys, making that available for you guys. Are the classes based on practical implementation of the technology or just based on theory? It's actually a mixture of both. For example, let's say I'll talk about all the OSPF areas that you have. What are the different characteristics of each area? We'll take a look at the implementation of each of those areas that you have in a practical lab. So I'll actually be demonstrating each and every lab or each and every area that you have for OSPF as an example. Same thing with your data center technologies, like let's say I'm talking about VPC. We'll take a look at what a VPC is all about. Not only that, I'll take a look at how to actually implement the VPC for you guys. So you'll actually see me practically do that for you guys. Question number 3, what technologies will be covered? Now this is where it really brings value to what you guys are doing. Regardless of the different verticals that you're in the networking field, you will be exposed to all the different verticals. You might not want to take the exam for all the different CCIEs, but your knowledge will be there. So when you talk to somebody in the industry, you should be able to talk to them from the perspective of any of these technologies that are being covered. What are the different things in terms of routing protocol? We'll take a look at RIP version 2 on IPv4 or RIP-NG on IPv6, EIGRP for IPv4 as well as for IPv6, OSPF version 2 and version 3. Version 2 is for IPv4, version 3 is for IPv6, BGP but for both IPv4 as well as for IPv6. So you'll take a look at that as well. In terms of switching technologies, rapid PBSD, MSD, VLAN ACL, SPAN, VTP, basic switching configurations. The good thing about that is because I'm going to be covering route switch as well as data center, we'll take a look at how to do it on the Catalyst switches as well as on the Nexus switches. In terms of the Nexus switches that will be covered, It'll cover the 9K, the 7K, the 5K, and the FEX, which is the 2K. Multicast routing as well, PIM, dense mode, sparse mode, MSDP, all that part of the route switch class. Quality service, again, policing, shaping, CBWFQ, CBLLQ. You'll also cover RSVP as part of the CCIE service product track. Security technologies, firewalls on 9.x, including clustering, VPNs, different type of VPNs. You name the VPN, you'll have it. You'll have a basic site-to-site. You will have your GRE or MGRE VPN. We'll take a look at DMVPN, EasyVPN, GetVPN. We'll take a look at your web or SSL VPN. All right, all the different type of VPNs will be covered. A multicast, unicast routing, MPLS, not multicast, sorry, MPLS, unicast routing, MPLS VPNs, both intra as well as inter, all the different options will be covered. We'll also be covering CSC, which is your carrier supporting carrier concept. That will be covered as part of the CCIE service provider. Multicast VPNs, MPLS DE, MPLS Atom, everything about that will also be covered. Then we go into the Nexus part of it. We'll do your 9K, 7K, 5K, 2K. We'll take a look at storage switching. We'll take a look at the UCS, and predominantly we'll take a look at how to implement ACI. So you'll also get exposed to the ACI infrastructure, how to implement it, which is the future basically for networking at the data center level. So if you really look at it, by the end of the year, you might not pass all the exam, but the knowledge that you'll gain is phenomenal in this particular program. All right, so that's question number 3, covered everything in terms of the technology. The next thing after this we'll cover, or what the next question that I have, how many classes can the student attend? You have access to all my boot camps. There's no limit in terms of the number of boot camps that you can attend. You can re-attend any class any number of times. You can jump into any of the classes. It's basically all my classes for the entire year. So basically gives you access to all my classes. So as long as you're okay to take the classes and listen to me, I'm there for you guys. What if I miss the class? I think I covered that already. The classes are recorded by you on your own local laptops when you're doing the class, but I'm also going to be recording classes on my side. So in case you miss a class, I will give you the recording of the class. I'll just make it available to you. All right. Question 6, will there be lab workbooks provided? Absolutely. Each course will come with its own lab workbook, including the CCDE. CCDE is based on lab scenarios. I have 2 lab scenarios that I'll be giving you guys. One at the enterprise level, covering an enterprise company, and one lab will be based on a scenario which is a service product company. So we'll include, not only for the CCD, I'll have the workbooks, which I already have. These are custom workbooks that I have. CCI route switch, security version 5. We'll take a look at your, you'll also get the service provider workbook. You'll get the data center workbook. So everything will be provided. All the workbooks will be provided, which are basically labs for all these different tracks. And the last question, I think, is the last question, is it? Yep, that's it. One more question that I didn't put over here that is also sometimes asked is in terms of your racks. Are the racks provided? Well, the racks for CCIE route switch, CCIE service provider, and CCIE security are all virtual labs. They can be done based on IOU, GNS, or UNL. I will be providing you the ability, the support, so that you guys can do all these labs for all of them. CCIE route switch, service provider, CCIE security, based on your own local device. If you need access to my server, I have that installed on my server as well. That will be given or provided to you guys as well for route switch, service provider, or CCIE security. CCDE, I already told you about. It's just a lab, a mock lab, does not require any equipment. The only one that's left is a CCI data center. CCI data center, I do not provide labs for as part of the program, but if you are interested, I can give you a discounted rate on different partnerships I have with different CCI rack rental companies around the world. So you do have access to that as well. So that is also given to you guys. Now, besides that, if you guys want to take a look at, in terms of my teaching technique, if you're interested in something like that, I will also give you access to that. Let me show you a website. 1 second. You can check the way I teach. I have a YouTube channel. You can also subscribe to it. Okay, this is my channel over here. I will, 1 second, I'll just make it available. This is my YouTube channel, and this is something that you can type in, or you can just do a search on Khawar bot, and you should see this particular one. This is me. This gives you a fair idea of how I teach. So if you want to take a look at my teaching style, this is predominantly the way that I'm going to be teaching all the classes at. Any other questions that you guys have, feel free to basically send me an email. The email address is khawarb@khawarb.com. All right. Looking forward to you guys being in class and enjoying the benefits of this program. Take care. You have a good one.